This is Radio EBM.
Something that doesn't conclude our cycle. We just go to another spiral thing. But this slide is more of like a little conclusion of what we were talking about. And this thing, moving the slippers, is by no accident on the top. I think this is probably the most important criteria, the most important protocol, if you want, in the success, in the story of success. If you establish some network with absolutely new people, establish a schedule, maybe as far as just one next meeting in a month, but it is important to meet every time. I cannot count how many times we met and saying like we had the plan. Every time at the end of the meeting, we had the plan of what we should do during the next 3-4 weeks. And there was quite a number of meetings when we met up, called and said we did nothing. We were super busy. But now we have this hour and let's work during this hour. And during those hours were quite productive, to be honest. They were very good established. We were working nicely and heavily. So don't be afraid. There is no such a thing as a small step. Every step counts. Every step brings you closer to your goal, to your purpose. Definitely accountability. That's what Nicole tells us. Yes, you cannot have people who will not do nothing. And even though there were times when all of us did nothing, but we knew that, those times will pass and we will still be working hard on our next season whenever we could. Partnership is an important part. I value friendship more than partnership, but yes, we're all partners at first. Most importantly, yes, we do. We had the goal. We are all professionals. We know why we are together, what are we doing together, and most importantly, as was said, we are diverse and we have different things. And even though Ryan is not here, very often 4 of us were we want to do this, and then we want to do this, and then we study that and analyze this data. And Ryan was why do we need this data? What for? What will it give to us? So, and that's really cold shower for us, yeah, right, we don't need this much, we don't need this, just figure out and narrow down the thing. Collegial relationships and using one another's attributes, I use them a lot to distract myself from the PA school routine. You know all of that. You are doing assignments, checking assignments, doing the lectures, checking the lectures, thinking about the net lectures, and that's never-ending cycle, and then at some point you're I cannot do this anymore. I call them, and we have fun, and we produce something out of the world, out of the regular routine thing, and that helped me to get back to PA scholarship, to PA program, to students, and be fun. Yes, Erin, please. Finally, someone interrupted me. Thank you very much.
And I want to add one more thing to that. As busy and as we are busy in our PA programs, as we form together a group, and if you do so, it becomes pretty. And I like this slogan in our faculty as very low-hanging fruit and things that you can really put on the wayside as far as moving things forward. So the biggest takeaway I think I've had from this is once we finish our meetings, we spend the next half an hour or 45 minutes actually working on it, and then we go about our busy academic lives, because I can tell you then this gets pushed on the wayside, and 2 or 3 days before our meeting we're oh, I didn't do any work, I didn't provide my research or whatever I was going to bring to the table. And so one big thing is to prioritize it, but then to also include it then as part of the meeting.
This is Radio EBM.